She does everything, and Lindan brought in a group of players that can shoot from the outside, as we see.
Inside, offensive foul called on Cambage. And right now,
achieved so much, and in some way I feel like I'm only just beginning.
In a world that often measures success by conformity, where being different can sometimes feel like a burden, Liz Cambage stands tall, quite literally. Standing at a remarkable 2.06 meters, her towering height seems destined for greatness on the basketball court. But fate took an unexpected turn, leading the 31-year-old Australian basketball sensation to turn her back on the beautiful game. The question, was it destiny that guided her footsteps, or the cruel undoing of that led the 31-year-old Cambage to depart from the game she loved with every fiber of her being? Join us on this journey that explores their intersection of destiny and circumstance. By the end of this video, you will uncover the dark truth on what happened to Liz Cambage. Early life trauma. Born by a Nigerian father who wasn't there, Liz faced a perplexing challenge growing up in Melbourne with her Australian mother Julia and grandmother Aileen. By the tender age of just 10, standing at a remarkable 1.8 meters, Cambage's towering presence and dark complexion set her apart from her peers. Lost in a sea of blonde hair and fair skin, she grappled with a sense of not belonging. Desperately searching for representation of her father on TV, she yearned for someone who shared her experiences. Yet, disappointment struck each time, leaving her seeking the acceptance she never found. Determined to fit in, Cambage donned blue contact lenses and straightened her hair, hoping to mirror her classmates' appearance. The hurtful words echoed, "We can't sit with you, you have dirty skin." As if her height and appearance wasn't enough, she also struggled to fit in due to her robust, assertive nature. Cambage, an alpha female with a lot of masculine personality, found it challenging to connect with the traditional girly girls. Amidst the struggles, Cambage's spirit endured as she bravely faced the world, defying societal norms and embracing her unique identity. Her unwavering support system was her mother Julia, who served as a guiding light. As a tribute to their unbreakable bond, a Julia child rose adorns Cambage's right arm, a permanent reminder of her mother's teachings. Be true to yourself. Don't take shit from anyone. Be a boss in your own way. Echoes through the words of Jenna O'Hea, a trusted friend and fellow Australian national team member. However, the pain of isolation persisted, consuming Cambage's young heart. The weight of it all became unbearable, driving the 9-year-old to utter the words no child should ever have to say. "I want to kill myself," she confided to her mother, tears streaming down her face. In a desperate attempt to change the narrative, Julia introduced her daughter to the basketball court at the age of 16. Though uncoordinated and unfamiliar with the game initially, Cambage possessed an undeniable spark. With relentless determination, she transformed into a formidable force, nailing turnaround shots and fearlessly attacking the rim. Yet the journey was far from smooth. Ill-equipped coaches failed to understand how to nurture Cambage's rapidly developing physique. Unfair accusations of laziness and finding injuries haunted her, as the physical toll of her changing frame intensified, manifesting as hip and back problems. A bigger stage, a bigger challenge. At the age of 18, Liz Cambage stepped into the realm of professional basketball, joining the Women's Professional Basketball League in Melbourne. But behind the dazzling athleticism and success lies a lesser-known side of Cambage, an individual who grappled with self-doubt and battled the suffocating grip of depression. In 2016-17, the weight of the game became too heavy, threatening to shatter her spirit. It was during this tumultuous period that Cambage made the courageous decision to take a year off, to step away from basketball's clutches and reclaim her identity. Behind her formidable presence, Cambage harbored fears and insecurities familiar to all of us. The fear of judgment, the fear of failure, and the fear of falling short haunted her every step. "We are so scared of going after what we want and falling short," she reflects, revealing a profound truth about the human condition. One of Cambage's long-standing dreams was to become a DJ, a passion that had lingered within her since the age of 15. However, the fear of judgment and the dread of being inadequate held her back. It wasn't until the age of 24 when her manager pushed her to pursue it, and she mustered the courage to try it. With only 3 months to learn before her first performance, Cambage embarked on this new journey. December 2016 marked a dark chapter in Liz Cambage's life as she sank deeper into the clutches of depression. The devastating loss suffered by the Opals, Australia's women's basketball team, in the quarterfinals of the Rio Olympics months earlier had taken its toll. Despite her remarkable performance, including a 37-point game that stood at the highest women's single-game output in 28 years, blame was unfairly cast upon Cambage for their heartbreaking finish. The love she once held for basketball began to wither away. In an attempt to escape the pain, Cambage sought solace in partying, self-medication, and alcohol. Sleep eluded her, trapped in a vicious cycle that shielded her from reality. Overwhelmed by sorrow and burdened by the physical toll of her Achilles injury in 2014 and the relentlessness grind of playing overseas, she found herself moving into despair. One fateful December morning, Cambage reached her breaking point. "I don't want to live anymore," she confided to her mother over a phone call. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, her mother rushed to her side. The Australian Crisis Assessment Service placed her on suicide watch, providing the immediate care she desperately needed. It was a profound moment of reckoning, an existential crisis that forced her to confront her deepest demons. Yet, the struggles that consumed her in 2016 were not isolated incidents. They began years earlier, during her rookie seasons with the Tulsa Shock in 2011. As a second overall draft pick, burdened with the expectations of being the team's savior, Cambage found herself thousands of miles away from home in a city much smaller than her beloved Melbourne. The stark contrast and lack of familiarity intensified her sense of isolation, amplifying the challenges she faced. Through the highs and lows of her basketball journey, Liz Cambage's resilience and determination have shone through. The presence placed upon her during her rookie season with the Tulsa Shock was immense, with teammates unfairly blaming her for their losses. Amidst tears and moments of frustration, Cambage wrestled with her own potential and struggled to live up to the towering expectations placed upon her. As her career took her to Zhejiang, China, Cambage found herself sinking deeper into depression. The language barrier alienated her from her teammates, and the joy she once found in the camaraderie and teamwork of basketball was replaced by a sense of it being a cold, profit-driven business. She felt devalued, reduced to nothing more than a commodity. Behind her bold and dominant presence on the court, Cambage battled with inner turmoil. Her struggles remain hidden from the public eye, and even today, few truly understand the weight she carries. The lion-hearted exterior she portrays is juxtaposed with a vulnerable soul seeking healing and acceptance. Determination to fight back. In December 2016, after 48 hours under suicide watch, Cambage made the brave decision to move back home and focus on her well-being. Critics doubted her ability to return to the elite level of play, but she knew that her life extended far beyond the confines of a basketball court. She needed to heal, to break free from the labels and judgments that had haunted her. Her journey was about more than just the game. It was about reclaiming her sense of self and finding peace. Throughout her life, Cambage has been subjected to relentless criticism and scrutiny, both on and off the court. The challenges of her 2-meter-tall frame have brought both triumph and setbacks. She has defied expectations, battled through injuries, and endured the constant belittlement of her stature and presence. But through it all, Cambage refuses to be silenced. Unapologetically, she asserts her power and showcases her talent, refusing to conform to societal expectations. While some may have tried to dim her light, Cambage remains unyielding. She has demanded safer environments and a stronger support system within the WNBA, unafraid to speak up and advocate for herself and for her fellow players. She challenges the status quo, refusing to accept the role of grateful recipient of hardships, but rather embracing her own agency and power. When we understand the profound impact that trauma can have on an individual, it becomes clear that supporting Cambage goes beyond the game of basketball. It is about acknowledging the psychological toll she has endured and standing alongside her, providing her the support and protection she so rightfully deserves. Liz Cambage's journey serves as a reminder that behind the headlines and the statistics lies a human being fighting battles unseen. Let us extend empathy, understanding, and support, moving beyond judgment and fostering an environment where all athletes can thrive. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon.